Rumpin', stompin', watch your noggin, here comes the Joe Hills. Jumpin', lungin', your bones be crunchin', here comes the Joe Hills. Here comes the Joe Hills.
Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I was due in Nashville, Tennessee, and today I'm playing on the Juicetra Kit Hunger Games server, also known as my Juices Kit series, because they are the kittiest little juices that you'll ever see. They are like tiny baby cats just meowing at you. They are just like meow, meow, or as the Japanese would automatopianize, I don't know. It would be like nya, nya. It's like NYAH for them. But anyway, if I type /feast, I can... Ooh, doing terrible here already. Feast has not happened yet, so we don't know where the feast is going to be yet. I have to wait for the announcement before I can point my compass toward it. Dang it. Okay, now... Compass is now pointing to the feast. Wonderful. Game starts in 2 minutes. So the most important thing I can do at this point probably is just going to be to make a... Dang it. Just to turn my crafting table into a wooden axe and to axe that everybody let me chop down all the trees. I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet, but my wee baby Corinne is asleep and my beautiful wife Marion is also sleeping. So I can't be as loud as I might otherwise be in many of my videos. So this is an additional minigame, because it's like, hey, who's the quietest Joe who can conquer death? That's Joe Hills. He plays quietly for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hills. Yeah, that's Joe Hills. So, boom, we are just chopping away at this tree. I'm going to use these blocks to construct the things I will need to rain down upon my foes with my fearsome feet of fight and justice and my tiny toes of terrorization justice. You know, nothing hurts like stomping somebody in the head. So let's see, we got enough wood here to make something. Okay, so let's get to the feast. Let's find out where the feast is. We got 45 more seconds of invincibility, also known as a half minute and a half minute, which is kind of like 2/3 of a minute. No, that's not at all it. It's like 3/4 of a minute. Now I'm on fire. I do not like that. Luckily, I'm still invincible for half a minute, also known as 2/4 of a minute. Okay, so there's the feast. Okay, great. So I can actually start building up off of these, off of this here. And then I can hop down upon the players that might fear my invincible madness and my invincible radness, my highfalutin fallen, my far fallen, I don't know, something. I'm gonna slay them by hopping upon their heads. That will be the way in which this happens. So let's go ahead and build this platform out here and establish more of this, so that way I have a bit of little bit of play here. I can kind of get around where I need to. Okay, so I'm at the height, or the building limit. What I'm going to want to do now, I think, is actually going to be to construct a simple... Wait, really? It won't let me right-click that because of the height limit for building? What a terrible thing. That is indeed a great travesty. So, we're going to place that a little bit lower then. Click on it there. Got our stick, we got our 2 pieces of that. I now have a wooden sword, the most fearsome sword that you've ever heard. And somebody's shooting at me with an arrow. I would not like to be impaled by the arrow. So, let's see. Where are the arrows coming from? So, Jackson seems to be down there. Now, unfortunately, I don't have enough... Okay, there's a fella. Okay, let's avoid him for the time being. I don't have enough materials to survive a jump and then re-jump or re-pillar up here, which is possibly going to be a problem for me. Although maybe I could just jump on that guy's head. Okay, so that person has a sword. What is that? Some sort of magic wand? Dang it, the additional foliage here is greatly hurting my ability to just jump upon anyone who might hamper my progress towards success in this match. There are 13 players total, which is a terrible unlucky number for any company. If this were a bunch of dwarves, we would recruit ourselves a hobbit, that we might have 14. Or if this were a group of Klingons, we would kill ourselves a Klingon, that we might have 12. So, that guy there is now running this way. And he's getting out away from me here. He's got a pick. That's fine, okay. We will let him be. Where does the compass say the nearest guy is? Compass says the nearest guy is actually over here. Can I find him? Where's that nearest guy? He should be... Oh, there he is. He's underground there. Okay, the feast starts in 250 seconds. Which is... Okay. Dang it, thank you. I'm glad the height limit for building is 128. So there's another fella, Locker Much, or whatever, who's over here. Let's see if we can find him. Okay, so he's currently hunting that fella there. Now, one of the keys to being a good hunter is to talk like not Wile E. Coyote, because he's famed for his lack of talking, but rather like Elmer Fudd. So that guy there, he's going to be like, it's that fella season. No, duck season. I can't really do a good Elmer Fudd while being quiet. Oh, he's looking at me. Let's, okay, I hear arrows hitting the underside of this. That's less than desirable. So many arrows, so little time. We will just step back from that platform there for a moment. Oh, okay, now that guy's making this personal. He's pillaring up here that he might better slay me. I resent the implication of any sort of belief that I might yet be slain through any action on his part. There are still 13 other players. Hey, I got an arrow. So there is additionally that. I really wish I'd picked up a single, I don't know, what do you call it, snowball, that I might yet knock this fella from his apogee here of stone. There's a sheep that might be not a sheep. Let's try using the compass. Okay, somebody... Is that the thunderbolt from people dying? Okay, somebody used an iron sword, laid waste upon large fist, and then twins burned to death. So, yeah, that's not ideal. So that guy's still down there, who I would like to fall upon with such fearsome ferocity of feetdom that his flesh might be torn asunder. He's busy, though. He's looking for the other people down there underneath the ground, which is an excellent thing for him to be doing. But you know what? I gotta say, while we're up here and we have some free time, we've been trying to teach the baby to go to sleep on her own. And that is not easy, you know, because the baby used to always fall asleep, like, with Marion holding her. And now the baby has to, like, learn to fall asleep as a unique individual, which is a lot like learning to walk. It's not something that you're necessarily born easily able to do. Like, babies know that they need other people all the time. Like, they know that they need to be held and helped and whatnot. And so for a baby to learn to go to sleep on her own, it is a big thing for a baby. Okay, so I really think that might be our chameleon there. I think that's our chameleon. Sheep is 2117? Question mark? Oh, yeah. I was right. I was right. That sheep was totally a player. Haha. Could I jump on him? Maybe I could. You know what? Why not? Whoa, where is he? Oh, he was all closer over there. Hey, the feast happened. I really should have timed that better. Leggings. Good. Oh, and now I'm dead. Someone snuck up on me and killed me. Dang it. Oh well, now you'll never hear the story of how we taught the baby to try and sleep on her own, and then it's gonna be a month-long process. Oh well. I might as well be quiet and let everyone die, and, well, let's see how this match plays out. The remaining folks, Mad Dog, Dr. Hitch, Numblearts. Numblearts likes to kill me and then post about it on the Twitter. And Trex Jake. Now, Trex Jake is famous from Star Trek. Dr. Hitch is famous from the movie Hitch, starring Will Smith and Cameron Diaz. You can see that he is perfectly playing or portraying Will Smith's character. Just look at the fancy suit that he wears. Numblearts, who constantly tweets like, "Look, here's a photo of me killing Joe Hills." It was the winner of the last match that Aurelian and I watched, and may yet be the winner again. She is a fearsome fighter, a ferocious fighter, and, I don't know, a serious slayer. There's only 4 players left, and none of them are slaying much. There's clearly, like, a guy under here. I can see that guy, Trex Jake's inventory. He's doing pretty okay. What happened to all my TNT? Did they just pick it up? Dang it. That's unfortunate indeed. That would have really sped the match along some. Who actually killed me? Can I see that? I don't know. It's all transparent and stuff. I'll have to look at it later. Okay, so they are just boxing around this boxing ring. Not really being too aggressive about any piece of it. Wait, how did that happen? Wait, was that what that pressure plate was? So Numblez Hearts seems to have full health and full food. Chest plate, armor. Plenty of everything. So it looks like Funky Kid planted a TNT or a pressure plate bomb or whatever there at the beginning of the game. Oh, that's interesting. There's actually TNT inside the monument now. They had talked about adding that. There's some signs here. Bad. I don't know. So, Numblez Hearts. I wish Z was like a, one of them Roman numerals so I could pronounce it like, if it was like Numble X Hearts, I'd be like Numble 10 Hearts, which is like 5 Time Lords worth of hearts. Meanwhile, Dr. Hitch, played by Will Smith, versus Cameron Diaz, is about to come over here and try and sneak up on Numblez Hearts. Really, he should just be bold about this, but like shift holding is not going to help here. Let's see how this goes. Numblez Hearts has decided that her heart does not belong to Dr. Hitch, and has decided to rebuke him for his business of, essentially selling romance to people who might otherwise not be able to afford it. And, of course, Dr. Hitch is defending his profession as a trade where people are connected by what makes them great people. But that's fine, because Numblez Hearts has Cupid's arrows striking him straight in his heart. Take that. This is Joe Hills recounting the movie Hitch while something unrelated happens on the screen. And then they went to the Statue of Liberty, and at Ellis Island there was a book that had a name in it, but it was a butcher. You'll have to see the movie. I'm not going to ruin the whole thing. But it was a butcher, which is somebody who butchers a lot, like slays animals for their flesh. Oh, that's a great placement for this ravine. That is a really inconvenient place to fight, which is hilarious for people to fight on. Dang it, Numblesy Hearts, turn around. I feel like Numblesy Hearts is like the Johnny Be Good of names. It's, well, actually, just Johnny Be Good is that. Really, turn around, stop, just hold your ground. Knock him into the zombie. Disregard fleeing. Acquire damage. I'm really not sure what Numblesy Hearts' strategy is here. Oh, she's trying to get into her inventory, clearly, to get the health potion. So Dr. Hitch here is taking some damage. I don't know why I zoomed in there, but I did it again. So there's all of Numblesy's Heart stuff is on the ground. So let's see who remains. Dr. Hitch remains. And he has to sort through all this loot to figure out which of Numblesy's treasures were any good. It's not my birthday. Why are people saying it's my birthday? Okay. In the meantime, while he does that, where's the other fella? So there's Dr. Hitch. Where's the other player? The other player that remains is Mad Dog, and we're going to /go to Mad Dog. And he's out here in the snow accumulating, actual wolves who will teleport to him. How close is he to the border? He's got to be pretty far out. Okay, so there's my pillar. My pillar there is where Dr. Hitch is. Whoa, that's a terrible way to do this. That's a weird rose assortment. So we're going to zoom back in here because the dogs were outside of my view distance there. It's okay. Mr. Mad Dog, we believe that you are frothing at the mouth because you are here to win. You might not have the diamondest armor, but you have the devilishest dogs. And this is what it comes down to at the end of the day. You know, if the United States didn't have its Teufelhunden, then we would have done a lot differently against the Germans back in the day. And so Mr. Mad Dogs, not only does he have 111 Dalmatians, but he's also got 4 wolves that are ready to just go straight at Dr. Hitch and his incredible empire of love. So Dr. Hitch, you best be wondering what is coming for me. What's out there over that next hill? Sometimes love is the greatest adventure. But wolves are the greatest adventure enders. Ender's Game. The enemy's gate is wolves. This is kind of just word association at this point. Not that you would have noticed. If he has a bow and arrow, then he can attack Hitch and then challenge the wolves to attack him. Like, he can mark Hitch as a target with the wolves. Let's see how that goes. Oh, where did Mad Dog... Is he outflanking him? Yeah, he's coming around the flank here. Looks like another train is coming around the bend. Gonna kill Dr. Hitch, but we don't know when. Hitch is looking at his compass. Now, the thing is, as soon as Hitch shoots Mad Dog, all the wolves are gonna rush him. A single blow against Mad Dog will command the wolves. They will compel the wolves toward him. Now, Dr. Hitch is taking a big risk here by letting him rifle through those chests, because we don't know what's in those. And they might be good. So this fella here is now enchanted. He has dodged that era. And now it is wolf time. So if Mad Dog just backs off long enough, the wolves will do the rest. Uh-oh. One wolf. Boom! And Mad Dog has won. He was the angriest of canines, defeating the, I don't know, doctoral candidatist of romance. Well, looks like the server's restarting, and the plugins provided by Library Addict. This has been Joe Hills, playing on Juicetra's Kit server. Until next time, y'all, keep adventuring.